Baby girl, I can't seem to get over you, to get over you. And girl, can you tell me how to get over you, to get over you? Ay. I haven't been to sleep, girl, in a few days. I just wanna pull up and turn this pain away. But the only thing I can think about is that night. I need to clear some space just to get my mind right. You act surprised when I caught you in the act. I thought I could trust you, but you went behind my back. Now I don't know, girl, what to do. You're acting kinda shady. What did I do wrong? Girl, how could you play me? My love was so strong. You're acting kinda shady. What did I do wrong? Girl, how could you play me? My love was so strong. Baby girl, I can't seem to get over you, to get over you. And girl, can you tell me how to get over you, to get over you? All I wanted was to be treated like a king. I wanted trust, love, and your loyalty. Throw my ego and pride aside, just to see who I was, girl, inside. I had to boss up just to see what I can be. And through the years, I see why we can't be. I can't believe I used to be about you, but now life's been great without you. Acting kinda shady. What did I do wrong? Girl, how could you play me? My love was so strong. You're acting kinda shady. What did I do wrong? Girl, how could you play me? My love was so strong. Baby girl, I can't seem to get over you, to get over you. And girl, can you tell me how to get over you, to get over you? I can't get over you, can't get over you. I can't get over you.
Hi, thank you again for joining the No Offense Podcast. This is your boy Matt Arrington. Glad that you could be with us today. You just heard the sounds of R. Keith. That was Over You. We have him here today. He's going to go ahead and discuss his music career with us today. So I'm glad that you guys tuned in. Definitely love the love and the support. And without further ado, let me go ahead and bring on our special guest of the day so that we can go ahead and make this happen. One moment. All right, we are live, boss man. How you doing today, R. Keith?
Yo, man, Matt, what's good, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, I cannot complain, boss man. Glad to see you today, man. First and foremost, thank you for agreeing to come on the show. I know we did have some problems as far as timing for myself. Some things popped up, so I definitely appreciate your patience and we'll continue to work with us to make sure we can bring this interview live to your fans.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt.
So I mean, first let's ask the questions everybody wants to know, man. First and foremost, where did you get your name from? As far as how you spell it, as far as how you put it together, because it's definitely kind of catchy.
Okay, man. Well, those that know me, you know, my name really is R. Keith. When I had first started, when I was like 15, I used to call myself Pretty Boy, man. But my advisor, he said, you know, Pretty Boy kind of played out. You know, that was like 2007. So we living in, you know, the 2020s now. So I'm like, okay. So what should I call myself? He said, R. Keith. I said, okay, but I don't think I want to spell it the way my real name is, not from no artist name. So he was like, yeah, man, just put an R in front of it and just put Keith.
There you,
I said, that'll work.
there you go, man. The first thing I noticed was the similarities to be honest with you, to R. Kelly, man. He also does the same kind of thing, and the fact that you guys both sing R&B, but I definitely think it works for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to ask. Where did it come from? It's definitely a good marketing technique. I feel like, as far as one that people would catch on to and be able to remember quite well.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Let me ask, as far as your uh, the song we heard over you earlier today, it definitely sounds like it has a message. Sounds like you were going through some things and you wanted to go ahead and let somebody know how you felt, man. When did that all stem from?
Over you, man. It's really um, it's just a song for the fellas. You know, fellas. Sometimes people look at the guys like, oh, they don't get heartbroken like the girls do or whatever, but that's not true at all. And matter of fact, we probably get hurt as much as the girls do. So this really just a song for the fellas that go through the same thing that females do when they go through heartbreak.
For sure, for sure. For sure. Well, we definitely think you encapsulated it as far as a youth perspective, as far as the emotion, especially the way that the chorus was done. It definitely, like you said, it sounds like a person is really going through that heartbreak, man. You can't believe that now I'm forcing myself to have to get over you when I didn't think that was something I was gonna have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it's
right, bro.
but it
Right.
sounds like we got to follow in those footsteps. So here it goes. I'm gonna give it that credit it needs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna move on to something new. Now my thing,
Right.
I know you got quite a following, and you actually have some well produced videos, man. I got to say, some of the best videos I've seen
Yeah.
as far as investing. Your videographer is spot on. You know what I'm saying? As far as encapsulating what the image is, I believe, to your songs. And you've also got a YouTube channel, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I do. Our Keith music.
And you definitely, I saw the one on there called Privacy, man. You're my boy is all over the place as far as what's the word I'm looking for? You definitely have you could definitely have the ability to work outside the box. Versatility,
Right.
that's where I'm going for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You definitely have the ability as far as to write to many different aspects or emotions. And it definitely pulls off even from the hits like Summertime, you know what I'm saying, and to the Privacy. Till I saw one video. It looks like you were getting ready to go on an interview. Your car wouldn't start. It looks like a cutie came up and gave you a ride there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's summertime. That's summertime, man. That's the jam right there.
Man,
That's the jam.
you definitely got something going there. And I've seen you've also performed as well.
Yep. Performed the last, everything going with the coronavirus. But the last show that I did do was actually here in Arcadia. We had a big thing down here with my homeboy Rajay LaRue. Shout out to him. And Trina was supposed to be here. Um, some more other people. So Rennie Music. Shout out to him.
I feel yeah, this coronavirus has definitely put a hold on a lot of things, but I'm glad that the artists keep it moving, man. Definitely keep pushing the dream. Don't let anybody, as far as saying stop you or hinder you, because that's just a mountain. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to get over. That's all. And when you get to the top, the view is usually worth the climb. So, I definitely wanted to ask, how long have you been inside the music scene, man? I mean, you definitely seem like I see you getting the support from people. I mean, I definitely seems like you've been on the scene for a minute where people can relate to you. They know about you.
Right. Well, I have been doing music pretty much all my life. I started, at the age of 2. I was singing at the age of 2,
Oh
you
wow.
know, and I was playing instruments at the age of 5. I started on the drums, age 5. Age 15, that's when I started playing piano and rapping and singing. And about 3, but on the level I'm doing it now, with all the videos and shows and stuff, I've been doing this for 3 years now. You know, as far as to this level, to this degree. So yeah, but overall, I've been doing music since I came out the womb, man.
And
It ain't nothing new.
That's what's up. You definitely hit some heartstrings on mine because I'm actually a piano player as well. Let me ask you, my man, how old are you now?
I'm 25 now. I just had a birthday last month, man. May 22nd, man. Gemini's, y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up, man.
Well, definitely happy belated, man. Happy belated birthday. It's definitely in full effect, as far as representation. But yeah, I saw a video of once with you playing. You were playing something on the piano, man. And I found myself looking at the keys. I was like, man, I wish I knew how to play. I wish I knew how to play that song for one, because you were definitely. Oh, I believe it was Mary J. Blige, my man. It was on a video on your page. Yeah, you were definitely handling it, man. You know what I'm saying? You were doing your thing.
Yeah, appreciate it.
No problem. Now, did you start off like in a church setting as far as musicianship, or did you pick it up through schooling, or just a recreation, or what exactly got you? I know you said you were singing at an early age. What exactly encapsulated you into music and kept you steering on that path throughout this time?
Well, like I said, I started at the age of 2. But musicianship, it all started in St. John Baptist Church, man. My current church where I'm at now. All started there. When you little, people can really tell if that child's going to be, talented or not. And what I used to do when I was little, man, I used to take my Sunday school lesson. And my mom actually got videos of it. But I used to take my Sunday school lesson, balled it up like a drumstick, and just hit on the pews, man. And after I started, it was like, oh, that boy gonna be a drummer. That boy gonna be a drummer. Yeah, yeah. And here I am now. 20 years later.
Hey, man, if it's true to it, man, that means you're supposed to stick to it. So that's what's up, my man. Let me ask, how much time do you get to actually produce your music? As far as, do you set aside time on a schedule basis, like, hey, on Tuesdays and Thursdays I hit the studio, or is it more like, I need to really hit the studio, I need to find some time to do it? Is it instantaneous, or how do you make your craft work for you?
Usually, the process really is, I'll get an idea. I get an idea. But my ideas are maybe a little different than people. My ideas may pertain to the type of vibe I want. I'm like, man, I need a summertime jam. That's pretty much how summertime came about, or I need a song that make this girl feel this way. Or like over you, I need a breakup song, So then I'll go find me a instrumental that I can kind of that's my way with it. And that's pretty much how my crafts come about, man. Really, to be honest.
That's what's up. Well, I definitely think, if it's going, whatever you're doing, man, it's definitely working for you. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask, what's your motivation, man, on those dark days when you may not feel like getting out of bed and hitting the studio, or maybe you're in the studio and you're like, man, what I'm trying to do right now is not necessarily working for what I'm trying to get done right now. What's in your bag that when you reach down deep, you find what you need to go ahead and deliver?
These haters, man. It's these haters, man. People. The day that we living in, there's a lot of envy going on. Yeah. I got a lot of it around me, man. I look like it, but it is. I'm just the type of person to where I dwell better when I have a chip on my shoulder. So I get text messages and stuff all the time. But I know it's people nobody but hating. But you shouldn't be doing this and your music this way and this way and this way. That how people do, man, when they jealous. So you're not gonna make it, you never gonna make it. You know how it is. So I get up and that's the grind, man. That's why my motto is the grind don't stop. You got to trust the grind, bro. You got to trust the grind, and y'all can see it, man. It's almost there. It's almost there, man. I'm grinding. I gotta prove these haters wrong. I gotta get up and hit the studio even on the days I don't feel like it, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna prove them wrong, and at the end of the day, I make myself feel good too, because I prove these haters wrong at the end of the day.
That's what's up, man. I always say don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So if you gonna reach it, man, you gotta definitely put that work in. That's for sure. So if you doing that,
So,
if you doing that, hard work pays off, brother, man. And like you said, people will notice, people will find you, people will take note to those because we could tell. You could tell who's gonna be here for the longevity. You could tell who's gonna see who's here to entertain for the flash, but they'll be gone. You can tell, you can see it, and like you said, if you get up and do it, and make it true to you, it will definitely speak volumes to those who listen and those who are watching and waiting, my man. If you can go back to the beginning of your career with the experiences that you have now, are there some things that you would do a little differently? Or are there things that you might tell yourself, hey, don't invest time over here or invest more time over here? Or is there anything that, that you might, if you could jump in that legendary time machine and talk to yourself?
yeah, man, I definitely would, man, because there's been a couple of songs. People might think I had a project done about 2 years ago, my first EP actually, Shooting for the Stars. But I had a project before that when I was in high school, and I really had some bangers on there, man. But I didn't invest in them like I should have. You know what I'm saying? So like I wish I could go back and get some of those songs back, and I probably still can now. But the flow of it, the way it was just for that era. But I just wish I had spent more time invested into my craft than I do now. So now that's why y'all kind of see a little jump now, because like I said, I've been doing it for a while, but now that I'm investing and putting my time and effort in it, you can see what's going on. But back then, I wish I did, bro, because I really had some good songs, man, that probably would have made it by now, you know?
Hey man, don't I always say, man, don't give up on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe right now ain't the time for those particular issues or songs, but that don't mean that the future when we ready for it or related, or maybe what you want to do to those songs and what those songs need, you haven't quite experienced this yet, quite yet. And where you at right now, you might be noticing, okay, like the vibe of how I was doing them before, where I was in my element before when I created the songs. I'm not necessarily in that mode right now. I've either grown up and learned some things, or the music quality just sounds a little different for me. So that maybe as you go forward, who never knows, you might be sleeping, bro, 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Well, you know what? That's what I need to do to that. You know what I'm saying? And then you hop up in the studio and throw that slap on there, man. And then next thing you know, you got you another hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, fun fact. I did Summertime last year, but Summertime I actually wrote that song in high school. That song had been wrote, bro. And it was originally supposed to be me and a girl on that track, but like you said, it just probably wasn't that time because I had been wanting Summertime. When I wrote Summertime, I knew that probably could have been the one to get me through the door, but I was just like, nah, this part ain't the time for it. And 25, here I am at 25, 23, no, 24 when I released it. So like, I was like, wow, like here it is, like 6-7 years later,
See?
I done dropped.
And that's one thing about quality, man. You know what I'm saying? Quality gonna stand the test of time. That's actually how you get quality. That's how you find out if you got quality or not. You know what I'm saying? You put it out there, and people still talking about it 10 years later. Look at any example in any genre that you look at. You know what I'm saying? People still talking about Tupac. This man been dead for how long? People still will say his first couple songs like he just hit. You know what I'm saying? The radio. Same thing with Biggie. Same thing with anybody. Big L. Shout out to anybody in your career. You know what I'm saying? In your lane. Ushers. People still singing that 8701 like Usher ain't put out CDs since then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's
Right, you're right.
it's all about timing, man. And I definitely believe you've got your niche. You find your crevice in how this game's supposed to go. And when you put it out, man, your audience will be willing to eat it up, man, like a bunch of hungry animals, my man. Now, you got love in the chat. I always tell people when they got love in the chat, like, want to let you know, you got David Fink saying, preach, my brother, as far as our conversation. And you've got Tasha Love Jones making herself known. She's saying, hey, that she is watching. So you've definitely got some love here. And anybody else who's watching, we encourage you to go ahead and throw some love in the chat. We do read your comments live while we are here. And let this brother know, man, you support him. You listening to him. You definitely acknowledge what he's doing. And to me, support goes a long way. It's definitely a big thing here at No Offense, man. It's all what we're all about. Especially, it's good to know that while you're climbing up that mountain, you got those who are there watching you and those who are there waiting, you know what I'm saying, helping you up that mountain if they can, or be willing to help you, versus, having that gravity of it pushing you down, telling you, things, telling you that you can't do it or nothing like that. Because at the end of the day, support goes, a million miles as further than hate
Yeah,
does. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So let me ask you, boss. It wouldn't be a no offense interview if I wouldn't ask you this. You wake up tomorrow, the phone rings. It's the best call of your career. Tell me who is on the phone and how that conversation goes.
Ooh, man, it's so many, man. But right now, right now, I wake up in the morning, I get a call from Bruno, man. That's a game changer. That's a game changer.
If you if you get a call from Bruno Mars, my man, and you don't call me, if you don't tell that nigga to hold up and call me on three way, bro, we gonna fight.
Seriously, man, Bruno the dude, man, and I kind of pat. I don't know if everybody see it, but I kind of patted myself after him a little bit. But he definitely killing the R&B game right now because people don't make music like the way he making it right now. They don't make it like that no more. Somebody just get on the trap instrumental, man, and put some auto tune on it, man. That's R&B now.
Man,
But he's actually doing it, and man, listen, I would love to work with him, man. Bruno, if you looking, boy, hey.
man,
Feel free to call me up. I'll make sure I have the best check you ever had. I'm telling you.
there it is, man. You need to endorse him, Bruno. You also got some more love. Real Clark saying, "What it do, fam?" Letting you know he ain't here, bro. Listen, if Bruno can get on the microphone right now, man, and sing the ABCs, and by the time you finish hearing him, you'll for one know the ABCs for the rest of your life. Two, you have to wipe
Yeah,
the tears out your eyes because it's probably the most beautiful thing you ever heard. And three,
right.
you'll want to go right. You'll want to go right down the words in such a cursive that it just match how good his voice sound. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bruno, man, that and you said something like we were speaking of earlier. Is when it comes to timeless and quality, the thing that Bruno brings to the game that nobody else can bring to the game is the fact that he is timeless. He models himself after
yeah,
Motown. You know what I'm saying? His
yeah,
songs and stuff models Motown. There's nobody in the game doing that, man. And he saw that and he took
yeah.
advantage of it. It's timing. And Bruno, hey man, if Bruno, like I said, if Bruno call you, man, and I have to find out third party, man, I shouldn't say this on air, but I'm whooping your ass, Keith. As soon as I see you, bro. On God, bro. As soon as I pull up on you, bro, I'm like, bro, we gonna get to the highs and buys later, but I got some unfinished business with you, man. I heard Bruno called your phone and you let him off before hollering at me, man. Now, what kind of mess is that? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah, man, I'm serious, bro. Listen, I can show up with a congratulations party balloon, but before you get it, man, we gonna have to throw them hands in the parking lot, man. You know what I'm saying about this Bruno?
Ain't gonna be none of that, man. Ain't gonna be none of that, man. Ain't gonna be none of that.
Man, shoot, about this Bruno call, man. I'm gonna need that. So let me ask you.
Man,
At this point, because you are, established in the game, you've got a following going for you. You found your niche and what you want to do. Are you open to doing collabs with upcoming artists or artists who are just getting into the game? And if so that you know that you're serious, what do they need to have in hand when they come and step to our Keith?
um, definitely, man. Cause I've been there and I'm still there. Like although I have grown, I'm still not, at the top of the mountain. I'm just pretty much just scratching the surface right now. So, I'm definitely open to doing collabs with anybody, bro. If the only thing that when you step to me about these collaborations, you just got to be serious about what I got going on. You got to be serious, man, because you know I put a lot of time and effort into my stuff. Quality, especially quality. Shout out to my videographer Amber. She know it. She know about me. I'm very picky when it comes to my quality, man. So and that's just I just take my craft that serious. So if you're not taking your craft serious enough, then you might as well not even step to me. That goes as far as like recording where you're gonna record at, location, quality of your recording. You have to be serious, man. I'm not trying to you send me your recording over a phone. That ain't gonna work, bro. You got to come into the studio where I recorded at, man, and do this thing right. My mama always said, if you're gonna do something, do it right. So Hey, that's just the main thing, man. You just gotta be serious with it.
Hey man, and not that we didn't know it already. Taking a look at your boss, man. Your mother was definitely a smart woman. I was always taught to what starts the shit ends the shit. So don't even if you ain't gonna do it all the way 100, don't even bother doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just gonna waste
Right.
your time and everybody else in it. So especially with the mountain peaks that you're attempting to hit, boss man. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to step to you and be serious, that's only a requirement. You know what I'm saying? That's mandatory off the
Right.
jump. Before you even consider talking to somebody about doing something in that art form, you definitely got to be 100% serious. Especially when you take it seriously
Yeah.
as you do. You know what I'm saying? Nothing
Yeah.
is more disrespectful to an artist than to have somebody waste their time. So I feel you 100%. I feel you 100% on that, my man. I've got a couple more questions here for you, my man, and I definitely appreciate your patience and rocking with us today.
Yeah.
These are gonna
Yeah.
these are gonna be more on the personal side, of getting to know who Keith is outside of the music. As far as if we were able to pull up on you right now, man, and say, hey, listen, man, it's an off day, I'm off today, you off today. You know what I'm saying? Let's chill, let's go watch some movies or something. What are your top 5 favorite movies that we can chill, vibe, laugh to, kick it, and it'll be just like you just seen them for the first time.
Man, I got so many, bro. But I'm a scary movie person, man. I'm definitely into horror films, man. So, I'm watching, The Conjuring, with Annabelle 2, I'm watching all of them. Quarantine, I'm watching all of them, bro.
Oh man, don't tell me you gotta
All
you
of them.
gotta have some head turning in your videos, bruh.
Yeah, bro, I got to, man. I got to. I mess with the comedies and your Fridays after next. I mess with that, man. But I'm a scary. I like thrill in my life, man. I like to I like to be on the edge of my seat.
Man, listen, I done seen some things make a big boy like myself run a 40-mile dash, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when it come to
Yeah,
talking about going to the movie with you, nigga, we going at 11 o'clock in the morning with the sun's bright out, going through a window. You know what I'm saying? With crosses up on the man. I got it, man. Listen, I am not the horror guy. Well, let me put it this way, because I've only fallen on two parts. I've only fallen on two different sides of the spectrum. Either something is so
right,
they attempt it so much that you're like, man, this is obviously fake. Some cool special effects, but obviously fake. Or I'd be like, yo, why the hell does that look real? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I was like, yo, this is
Yeah,
this is a movie. Like, yo, your head ain't supposed to spin around, do a 720, and then your ear's supposed to replace itself. That is craziness. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But hey, that's out here. It's out here, man. You want to give a shout out to the young lady behind you, boss man?
Yeah. This
Hey,
ain't
boo. Hey, you can call me a young lady.
Hey, no problem.
This my baby.
No problem.
Hook 'em up.
For sure.
Hook 'em up.
That's Tracy. That's Tracy. That's one of my friends, man. She
Hook 'em
cool.
up.
She cool.
That's the
Oh
cougar.
snap! Oh snap! All right, let's keep.
Oh, shit. Oh, sugar.
Okay. Now let's keep it a little PG now. Go ahead,
And
huh?
we are real.
Hey man, that's what it's meant to be. That's love, though. Support is
That's
everything.
dope.
Like she said, man.
Yeah. They support me, man. They support me.
Hey,
That's
man,
babe.
I ain't trying to be funny, man, but you got one of them faces, man. Like you get the old school love, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to be funny.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Get the little bit going on.
That's good though, bro. You know what I'm saying? That means you got a good head on your shoulder. You was raised right, my man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. And
Yeah.
that's another whole other audience that you can appeal to, because at the end of the day, let's be honest, man.
Right.
Us young people don't
Right.
really we don't buy CDs now, but we download. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta appeal to the crowd.
Yeah. We streaming, man. If we can get it free, man, we gonna go ahead and hit that button
Yes.
real fast.
Yes, sir. But the most important thing that I think she said when she was on there, man, is definitely what we were preaching from the beginning. Y'all need to make sure y'all go and support him, man. Look him up. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of
Right.
which, what's your tags? What's your handle so that everybody can get a piece of the archive, man? Make sure they follow him. Make sure they know what's good, what's new. You know what I'm saying? How can we follow you, man?
Man, y'all can follow me on YouTube at Arkeith Music. My Instagram is also Arkeith, the Prince of R&B. And you can follow me on Snapchat, man, at PrettyBoy65, man, to get more of the behind the scenes type thing. Or on Facebook, Arkeith Music too. So
For sure. Well, y'all heard the man. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't looking them up right then and there, you know what I'm saying? You need to run this back and make sure that you follow, make sure you add, subscribe, like I said, if you guys haven't seen my boy's YouTube videos, his YouTube videos, the quality, man, the songs, the video, man, this looks like something that should be playing on television as we speak. I mean, you definitely invest in your craft, and it shows. You know what I'm saying? It definitely, it's like I always tell people, it's hard to believe in somebody who don't believe in themselves. And when you're investing in your brand, when you're investing into your own brand, it shows people that you are serious about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it makes other people want to know. They should just want to come know off a GP, off a name, to see what you're doing. But the fact is, when you take in consideration the amount of money and the amount of effort and the time and your life that you are actually not sacrificing, but actually involving in your craft. You know what I'm saying? It speaks volumes as far as to how much you believe in yourself and how much, man, we need to be definitely checking you out and doing your thing, because you are doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, so let me ask you, like I said, I got a couple more questions. Who is your favorite historical figure? This could be anybody who ever walked the earth, man, from the first man Adam to if there's a baby being born soon. Who is your favorite? They don't have to be a famous person. It could just be somebody who made who made some kind of change in your life, or who somebody you looked up to.
Well, it's two people, man, and one of them, man, that's just my baby, my girl, my mama, Miss Hightower, God rest her soul, but she's the main person, that I look up to, that I would want to pattern my life after, because my mom, she made some history here in Little Old Arcadia, one of the first black managers to work in the cafeteria at Memorial Elementary, so. And the second person is Mr. Byron Jones. Man, he's really the person that really made it stick. Like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. He was my course teacher, man. And you talking about somebody that can play the keys? That man can play the keys. This man that played for Kurt Franklin and other people, man. Yeah.
Man, I definitely appreciate the fact that he took the time to invest in you, believe in you, and the same thing with your mom. Shouts out for her for doing, making that history. Because before us, somebody has to do it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to say, I'm gonna be that representative for everybody coming forward. So definitely shouts out for her for being an activist and for raising a hell of a young man. You know what I'm saying? It definitely has been a pleasure, Keith. And I got one last question, my man. If given, because I, like everyone we have on the show, we definitely see the potential, we see the promise, and we expect you to go nothing but up from here. So with when your career gets busy, my man, if you have any piece of your schedule that might be free to come back and sit with us on the show, would you like to come back and chill with us on the show and let us know what's going on from then to now?
Of course, man. Of course. No doubt.
Man, that would be love, man. And hey, just so you know, I ain't playing with you about that Bruno phone call. Let me find out, bro.
Hey, I got you, bro. I got you.
All right now.
Real talk.
So, man, I just gotta say, man, it's been a pleasure, my man. It's definitely been an honor. We definitely look forward to everything that's coming new. I know we've got another song of yours today that we're gonna go out with, which is Tonight. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that before I let you go today, man?
Oh yeah, man. Tonight, man, it's just on all platforms, man. Shout out to my homeboy Jeffrey, man. He did the hook on it. Shout out to my engineer Taylor J. Whitney. And just shout out to everybody that is listening to it, man. So, I appreciate the love, man.
We appreciate the love, man. We got our dog back.
My boy is traveling with the entourage, man. Listen, if y'all don't know, they coming big, bro. They coming to lock it down. They're gonna give you the show. They're gonna make sure you remember Keith when he pop up. So if y'all see this man on the flyer, y'all need to be buying tickets. I'm talking about right now for you see the word sold out, following it. You know what I'm saying? Right after. Right. So, man, it's been all love. Right. It's been my pleasure, man, to get to know you. You got my phone number. You got my messenger. You got my Facebook. It ain't never nothing, bro. Just send me a message if you ever want to come back on the show. Let us know what's going on, because you got a support base here for sure, man. We definitely miss you. Much love, much success, and nothing but the best for the rest of the year, dog. And we wish you best. You take care, okay?
You too, Matt, man. Thank you, man.
Man, it's been my pleasure, boss, man.
All right, bro.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the No Offense broadcast. This completes our interview with R. Keith. In case you guys didn't hear Over You in the beginning, it is available on all platforms, as he said. Make sure you look this brother up on YouTube, R. Keith Music. And again, we're going to leave you with today's track, which is by our featured artist, R. Keith, which is Tonight. Again, I just want to say I appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch these interviews, to show love and support for these artists. As you know, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. We couldn't do without it. We couldn't do what we do if it weren't for them doing what they do. So 100%, man, we love you guys. We wish you nothing but the best. Stay safe. And God bless. This again is going to be Tonight by R. Keith. Take care.
Come with me tonight. I know your body's been calling. Come with me tonight. Girl, you're my priority. Come with me tonight. Let me fulfill your fantasy. Come with me tonight. Let me give you what you need. Stop, what's your name? The way you walked in, girl, you done caught me by surprise. Don't be ashamed, won't you just give me a try? I know you want me like I want you. That's why I had to come up and talk to you. I know you're tired of all these dudes that got you playing fool. Girl, won't you let me take you out to show you what I'm about? Baby girl, won't you talk to me? We can get it in on the Hennessy. Won't you come with me back to my place? You can be the lawyer in on the case. The way that you got me so confused. So bad that I just don't know what to do. Girl, I want you, come back with me. Girl, what do I gotta do just to get you on my team tonight? I know your body's been calling. Come with me tonight. Girl, you're my priority. Come with me tonight. Let me fulfill your fantasy. Come with me tonight. Let me give you what you need. Baby, I just wanna show you, hold you, do what a young brother's supposed to. Let me come a little closer, whisper in your ear, girl, that body need closure. So you say you got a man, girl, don't quit your plan. I don't think you understand. Nah. I'm not trying to be your only, I'm something like a homie, like it's a nigga, girl. Said I'm ready when you're ready. Head on over to my place. You're all over my face, girl, I'm loving your taste. Yeah. Girl, I hear your sexy moves. Each move turns me on and on. Got your neighbors calling on your phone. Won't stop till 4 in the morning. Just let me ride.